YouTube, this is Boba7772, and today I have the new Star Wars Target exclusive special action figure set, the new Droid set. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is brand new. Pictures were actually leaked of this by the time this video was put out a few weeks ago, and then it was just officially announced at Comic-Con, I believe. So I just found this in my Target store, and I picked it up. It was $15. Incredibly cool. I'm glad I got it. So, here's the side, and here's the back. You can see the android set with Chewie, R2, and 3PO. The villain set with a Sam person, or Tusken Raider, Boba Fett, and Snaggletooth, which I wanted for the Snaggletooth mostly. This set's also good so that you can already build Tusken Raiders, and, I mean, you can always have another Boba Fett. And then, the Droid set, which mainly wanted for the Gonk Droid, or Power Droid as that says. R5-D4 looks really good too. The Death Star Droid, I'm not sure if I'm liking him so far, but who knows, he may turn out to be my favorite, the best one in the pack. So yeah, that's pretty much the packaging, and let's open it up and get to the actual review part. KO'd. Okay, so now that we have the figures opened up, and I've played with them a little bit and saw what they're all about, I shall show you guys. So, pretty much, this comes with 3 figures. I'll do the Gonk Droid slash, what's it called, the other name for Droid first. So pretty much, the articulation on this is his feet kind of go side to side. It may be able to go all the way around, but I'm not going to try it because it could possibly break. And the top part of it can come off to reveal the inside motor of the droid, which actually looks really cool. So pretty much that's all that can move on the figure, the legs, and then that can come off. Detail-wise on this, they did a great job. There's a little control panel there, which you can kind of see. Little buttons, wires, yellow and red, which is cool. On the back side, that kind of looks like a key, I guess. Maybe a motor. I'm not exactly sure. It's probably some mechanics to just be detailed-wise. And then the other part of the mechanics inside, pretty much it's just flat-out silver and black paint apps other than the yellow and red right there. And then we have a kind of lightish brown, tannish, throw-up-y color, I guess. It's really nice, though, because it's got different shades. I mean, you can see that a little bit. It's lighter at some parts. It looks kind of worn. It's really cool looking. The feet, they did a great job sculpting on the feet. Once again, the basic black color. There's wires connected to the heel of the foot into the actual droid itself. And then 2 little peg holes on the bottom, 2012 Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. So, that is a Gonk Droid. Next, we will do the Death Star Droid, which I don't know why Jawa Sandcrawler would be carrying a Death Star Droid. But, yeah, okay, let's do articulation on this. Articulation for this figure is a ball jointed, or not really ball joint, it's a head that rotates around 360 degrees, shoulders that rotate around 360 degrees, elbows that will bend downward and rotate, come on, they'll rotate around 360 degrees, just not when they're bent downwards. Wrists have no articulation, the waist rotates around 360 degrees, and is, you know, kind of like the dance move droid type thing. The legs will bend forward and backwards. The knees bend downward and will rotate 360 degrees. And no ankle articulation. So, pretty standard articulation for the new figures, which is sucky articulation. Paint apps on this figure, it's pretty much a solid silver color with black eyes. A little bit of darker gray on the shoulders. We can see a little bit of wiring like 3PO has inside, but it's mainly covered up. You can see quite a bit of sculpting detail that they went into this. It's not as good as the other two by far, but it's decent. Can see it better from the back, the wirings. There's the darkish gray on the shoulder pads, blah, blah, blah. So it's, I'm just going to say this right now because it's kind of obvious, and in my opinion, that's probably the worst figure of the set. So now, this figure, in my opinion, is the best figure of the set. The Gonk Droid is kind of neutral because, you know, it's not, it would be kind of difficult to give that great articulation, but the detail's good. Anyway, on what is it, R5D4, yeah. So on R5D4, let's go over articulation first. Oh, sorry about that. So, your standard droid head, that kind of clicks so that you can get it into the place you want really smoothly. It goes around 360 degrees. The shoulder arm joint things rotate around 360 degrees. The feet part of the droid will kind of swivel like this. There is, on each of the 3 feet, there are these little rolling things that you can pretty much just roll him across a clear material or flat surface. For example, that failed. Okay, it doesn't want to work right now because it's in the video, but it was rolling smoothly a minute ago. And then also it has a removable third leg, but no articulated no articulation on that, unfortunately. So this is a really nice looking figure. The detailing and paint apps that they put on it are superb. You can see a little gray area up there. It looks kind of hollow. Maybe that does something. Looks like it does something. Probably raises. Probably completely just miss that when you turn the head or something. Pretty much your basic R2, R3, R4, R5, whatever unit body. Has some really cool mixture of blue and red paint apps, which I'm not sure I remember seeing on the other figure, or I'm not even sure if it's in the movie. It probably is, but it looks really cool. The blue they kind of mixed in with a bit of black, which also looks really nice. There is a kind of shiny gray going around the whole headpiece in a pattern, which, I don't know, that's probably one of my favorite parts of this figure. And then we have 3 little eyes up here, which is really cool. You can see the silverish dots all over it. All the detailing that they put into it, you know, it's the basic body, the basic R2 and whatnot, repainted legs. But it still looks really nice. It's a nice new astromech to add to the collection. So I'm going to rate each one of these figures separately, and then I will do the pack. The Gonk Droid, or as this set calls him, Power Droid, I guess. I know that the R5 unit is probably the best one in this pack, but the Gonk Droid is probably my favorite one. It's just a really cool figure overall. I'll probably give him a 5 out of 5, because, I mean, really, this is all the articulation they could put on this figure, and the paint apps are just superb. Now that we get to the Death Star droid, which, once again, I don't know how the Ewoks managed to... I'm losing it. I don't know how the Jawas managed to acquire this. Maybe the Sand people just took it afterwards. But anyway, I would probably give this a 3.5 out of 5. Pretty much, the paint apps are nothing special. The articulation isn't good like it should. It's kind of disappointing. So yeah, 3 and that's pushing it, because I really don't like that figure in the first place. And then this, with its hidden feature I've yet to find, I'd probably give it a... I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4.5 out of 5, basically because, I mean, he's in a Jawa Sandcrawler. I wish that they would have put a bit of... made him look not so exactly shiny, maybe different shades of red or gray or blue here and there. It still looks nice as a whole figure, but really no special markings on it, just basic droid. And I've gotten so used to the Build-A-Droid figures, which luckily they are going to start again, which Hasbro, thank you for that. That may get me buying more figures, depending on how cool the droids are. So yeah, I don't know if I rated him or not. I'm gonna give him a 4.5 out of 5. He's a decent figure, really good. So a pack as a whole, is it worth it? Well, I picked it up for $15, and I can say it's definitely worth $15. Now, in stores, it probably won't. You probably won't find it for $15. I don't know. I'm not exactly expert on prices. I would say maybe go up to $22 on this. I don't really think it's worth much more than that. I'd probably give the set a whole rating of 4 out of 5. Pretty much because, you know, not all the droids are really all that special, and if you're wanting it, I mean, chances are you're probably just mainly wanting 1 or 2 of the figures. I didn't really want him too much. Him I didn't really care about, but I am glad I got, and him is, I wanted the pack for the Gonk droid. So that is pretty much it. These should be appearing at your local Targets soon if you haven't found them already. So thank you for watching, and until next time, keep collecting. Bye.